Hey, what's up guys, Verdugo29 back with you again, and I've got a battle today against one of my friends, Moka. When she found out that I was on YouTube, she was so psyched and she really wanted to battle me, so I sent out a team that was basically all, I did a random battle with her that she quit straight away because I used, Landorus, Thunderous, and Tornadus Therian, and she was like, nope, nope, just use a legit team, and I was like, that is a legit team, so I decided to just go with this team because I thought, it looks kind of cool, and it might work. So I've got Assault Vest Kinkelda, Speed Boost Sharpedo, Sub-Disable Gengar, Specially Defensive Umbreon, Physically Defensive Mega Evolution, Mawile, and Physically Defensive Gastrodon. So I was like, you know what? It looks good. Her team, there were a couple of weird choices like Cinccino, but that's what she chose. And she's going to lead off with a Talonflame. She's going to lead off with her Staraptor, and I was like, I'm not taking a Brave Bird to the face, so let's get the hell out of here. I figured the best thing to take a Brave Bird to the face was Mawile, because I have Intimidate. Now, I really want to give my Mawile knockoff instead of Swords Dance, because I think it's a lot better, and also, once you get a Swords Dance, Mawile isn't really fast enough to sweep teams, because, they can just get around that Sucker Punch threat. So I think in the future I'm going to run knockoff over Swords Dance, because knockoff here would have been great for him switching out into this Cinccino. But I decided to switch out as well, which is kind of silly of me. I should have just Mega Evolved and gone for a Play Rough. I go into Gengar, which, for me isn't actually a bad play. I go for Substitute. I'm thinking, okay, what the hell can this thing do? Turns out Cinccino gets Skill Link. So I was scared shitless. I thought this thing was going to break my sub in one shot. It takes 2 shots to get it. And I was really worried now because my Gengar is taking consistent damage from these Rock Blasts, and I can't sub to protect my Gengar. So I was a little bit scared, but luckily for me, Moka makes a terrible play. If a Gengar uses Substitute, there's a very, very high chance it also has Disable, so you should use a different move than the one you just used. She doesn't do that. This means that maybe her other moves are like Double Slap, which goes to the 5 times, so she's going to withdraw, and this is going to give me a chance to get up that sub that I wanted on Gengar. Now, it's not ideal because I'm up against a Sableye, but this Sableye isn't really going to be too much of an issue. I mean, it can get a bit of hacks here and there, but a lot of my team is specially offensive. So, burning me is going to do nothing, and especially when I'm taking at least half damage with those, Shadow Balls, this thing's going to die. She can keep on recovering, but it's not going to save her. So she's got to switch this Sableye out, and I really wanted to predict this and go for another sub, but I didn't have enough HP to go for another sub, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I didn't, because I can only do it 4 times, and so I needed a fair bit. She decided to go for a Will-O-Wisp, and I was like, okay, cool, good for you. I'm just going to go for another Shadow Ball, because, you're dead. So, the crit didn't matter, because you saw how much a normal one did to it already. So, down goes this Sableye, another problem out of the way. So that's 1 Pokemon killed already, so I'm up 6-5, you beauty. And so she's now going to go into her own... No, I thought it was a Gengar when she said Gengar. But this turns out to be a Mega Charizard Y, and this thing turns out to be a little bit of a problem. Because this team has Gastrodon as one of its main walls, and Gastrodon can't do shit against this thing. But I'm able to be fast enough to get a Shadow Ball off on this thing, and it's doing about 45% and a special defense drop, so I was stoked. But it's going to go for the Flame Charge, and I was like, hello? Not only is that going to kill my Gengar, but it gets a speed boost, and I was like, oh shit, do I have a Choice Scarf on my team to be able to outspeed this thing? I don't, but I figured I can go into Mawile and threaten him out with a Sucker Punch. And I really wanted to predict a different move here, but I decided against it. I decided to stay in and just go for that Sucker Punch. And I should have realized how predictable this Sucker Punch was going to be. Because he's just going to roost. And I was like, damn it! Now this thing's got speed, it's in the sun, and all the damage my Gengar just did was for nothing. I can't keep Mawile in. There's no point. So I need to figure out what I can do to take this thing down. So I go to the most reliable Pokemon ever, Umbreon. who can absolutely eat up these flamethrowers for days. Nutritious, delicious. Although if Umbreon gets burnt by a Charizard, Synchronize won't affect the Charizard because it's a fire type. So at this stage, I'm thinking, well, crap, I'm going to need to Wish. And then I'm going to have to Protect straight away. I have no choice. Because another Flamethrower kills me. I'm not going to make the same mistake I made last time with that bloody Vaporeon play. That was just ridiculous. So I'm going to Protect here. And really, I'm also trying to stall out the Sun, because that's giving him a nice boost as well. So I'm really just trying to get as much stalling power as I can. So yep, the Sunlight fades, and I was like, yes, awesome. I'm going to get my Umbreon back to basically full health here. And then I can Wish again if I want to. And put myself in a great position, because now with the Sun gone, this Charizard doesn't have as much of an effect on me. As you'll see, the damage it was doing last time to the damage it's doing this time. However, it gets the burn, and as I explained earlier, Synchronize will not work on him. I'm going to go for another Wish though. Now I know from the amount of health that I'm at that I can not only take another hit, but then I can restore myself enough to still be a problem for this Charizard. So I figured, well, okay, what am I going to do? And the easiest play really for me at this stage was just to go for either a Toxic or a Foul Play. I had no reason to Protect, and I decide, I'm pretty sure, to switch out. Well, I really shouldn't have, but I did. I'm going out into Conkeldurr, which is a terrible play. I don't know why I did that now. Jesus, I should have just stayed in and gone for a Foul Play, because that would have absolutely annihilated that Staraptor. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. Going back into Mawile. Although the problem here with bringing back in Mawile is that I don't get the Intimidate drop, which means that Mawile is not going to take this as well as it should. But max HP on my Mawile saves its bacon. Now I'm going to threaten out with a Sucker Punch again, but again it's predictable, and I was like, damn it! Why am I so predictable? It's going to go into his Charizard, and the Sun is back, and I'm like, shit, how am I going to get rid of the Sun? Sun? Oh, I didn't know what to do. I went for a Sucker Punch, and it didn't work, and I went for another one, and this time I do connect with the Sucker Punch. And it does a clean 95%, but the Flame Charge is back. And I was like, Charizard, you dick. But it's all good, because I know I can take this thing with my Conkeldurr. So I'm just going to go straight for a Mach Punch, I'm pretty sure, just to threaten this thing out. You know, nothing like a nice, powerful Mach Punch. She goes into Cinccino, and I was like, hello? I just go for an Ice Punch in the end. I don't know why I didn't go for a Mach Punch when it was at that range. I think I predicted the Roost, which was a stupid play. I should have just Mach Punched, and that would have done more to the Anna. But it doesn't matter. She's not going to be able to get any of her damaging moves off, because I'm just going to Mach Punch that Cinccino out of here. And that Charizard isn't really too much of a threat anymore because it's so weak. So Tyranitar is going to come out, and I was like, hello? What are you doing? Not only does she lose her Sun, although she can get it back, but she's going to go for Rocks, which really doesn't affect my team at all. And I'm just going to be like, well, okay, here comes a Drain Punch, let me just OHKO your Tyranitar. I thought, wow, and it's got the Focus Sash, but it doesn't matter. I'm just going to be able to Mach Punch it next turn and it's going to die. So it wasn't even a threat. Rocks don't do anything against me. So Conkeldurr's putting in work now, basically just taking out the rest of her team. And because it's Assault Vested, the Charizard does not pose a single threat to me. Also, I can just Mach Punch to kill it. This thing poses a threat to me, though. I decided to Mach Punch because I know that if I Mach Punch this Staraptor, once it Brave Birds, it's going to lose enough health from the Recoil, possible Life Orb, and Sandstorm to kill it. So I knew I was screwed then because it's Reckless Brave Bird. Holy crap, the power. But I know it was going to do enough to kill this thing. So, awesome. Down goes Staraptor, which is great. So I'm pretty sure she now has Zard and something else. Yes, and this Volcarona. So I go into Sharpedo. I'm like, this is the play of the game. This was the play of the game. I decided to protect because I figured, holy crap, what if it Bug Buzzes? And then I didn't think in my head, holy crap, what if it Quiver Dances and then still outspeeds me? And I was shitting balls right now. I was so scared that this thing was going to kill me. But luckily guys, Sharpedo is too strong to let that happen. Sharpedo is too damn powerful. So I'm going to be able to smash a Waterfall in before this Volcarona can do anything. And because I'm Life Orb Sharpedo, down goes the Volcarona. I was like, yes! Sharpedo coming through. I fucking love Sharpedo. He's one of my new favorites. Umbreon and Sharpedo, the dark Pokemon representing. So now Sharpedo's at +3? No, +2, I don't know. Anyway, the last Pokemon she has now is Charizard. And even with the sun up, Waterfall is easily going to kill from here. I don't need to worry about nothing. So I'm just going to Waterfall, and that is going to be game. Sharpedo coming through. I love the animation for Waterfall with the Sharpedo. It looks like he's taking a massive bite out of the Zard. So anyway, that is all she wrote. I still like Gastrodon, by the way. I'm pretty sure. So I won 2-0. Yeah, or did I? No, I had Umbreon as well. Oh god, I definitely had that game because Umbreon could have come in and just foul played. So I definitely had that game. The big play of the game really was just against that Volcarona. Then again, I did have the Gastrodon, so I felt pretty comfortable, even if I lost the speed tie then. But good battle, Moka. She's been a big supporter of me on PSS, which has been nice. Like, subscribe, comment on my stuff, guys. Love hearing your opinions. Love doing this. So, feel free to chat to me. Always love new friends. Anyway, let's get on to the next battle. Verdugo29 signing out. Oh, for God's sake, did I...